Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports.
Here we go.
We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sidelines. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Knipple. At the forward spots, it's Miller and Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the center position. Miller, no. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
Now here's McCollum. Now Whitmore. Over Knipple. And it's Whitmore missing. Here's Charlotte now. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Brian Keefe had a few moments to share with me. He had been watching highlights with the coaching staff, and they noticed LaMelo likes to pass from obscure angles. Coach told his team, you just can't relax out there. I want you looking for cutters everywhere. We'll see how prepared they are tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Miller with a wide open look, and it's the Hornets another three.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Middleton against Miller. And it's McCollum in the corner. Czar with a screen on Ball. And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, McCollum, he can find shots in the mid-range. That's part of his versatility.
McCollum against Ball. There's the triple. Fires for three. And McCollum with the block. Pass to George. Middleton with a screen for George. To the inside. In the corner, it's Sarr. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Well, Sarr continues to develop that three-point shot, hoping to make it a reliable part of his game.
Outside, Ball. And here's Miller outside. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound. The Wizards have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Launches a three. George with no one around. And again, Washington with the triple.
Not a standout part of Sarr's game, but good work recognizing that opening in the defense and making the right read.
Ball with the bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
George with the bucket.
Well, with his ability to both score and facilitate, McCollum really fits the combo guard label.
Back to Ball. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Knipple. Oh, good with the triple. Washington has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. And talking to Knipple, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
Back to Ball. In the corner, it's Bridges. Outside, Ball. His three-pointers off the mark.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
Outside, George. George with the screen on Ball. And here's McCollum for three. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one make. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's Ball with the three. And Sarr pulls it down.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Ball up top over McCollum.
He's confirmed. There will be 2 minutes to
Pretty
review
close.
the play.
And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know,
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Wizards lead by 2. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington.
Wizards foul.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Got a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
You know, something else is working for them is the three-point shooting. I mean, they've done some damage early on from behind the arc.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. Trey Mann is out there with Sexton. Then there's Plumlee. Then there's Pat Connaughton. And it's Salon in at the 4 spot. Charlotte trailing. Over the last 2 decades, Kemba Walker has been one of the few bright spots, Clark, for Charlotte basketball.
Yeah, you look back at his time there, he led the Hornets to their last 2 playoff appearances, Kevin. He retired as their all-time leading scorer, and now they're thrilled to have Kemba Walker back as a player enhancement coach.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, guys. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said, the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game. Use the things that got you here and see if it sticks. Back over to you guys.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And there's a foul called on Trey Mann.
First team foul.
That is his first foul of the game. With the teardrop, that one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
You know, with his handles, he excels at tricking up the defense and getting the good looks he wants.
Fires from the wing. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Mann.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Johnson in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Carrington. And here's Kispert from the arc. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. For Charlotte, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Mann, defended by Carrington. Mann with it. And Connaughton has it in the corner. A miss that time would have put him up. Washington has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Shot by Champagnie, no good. Sexton on the wing, still without a basket. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Defenders going at Colin Sexton should be mindful of his prowess in the paint, Greg. He's pretty tricky.
That's right, Kevin. We tend to think of guards like Sexton as perimeter pests, but Collins a real plus when he's in close. Let him slip by you, and it's a deuce.
Here's Mann. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Charlotte shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. That gives them the lead. And the Hornets lead by 1.
He was free to fire at his leisure there. Not much resistance.
Johnson outside. Kicks it out to Johnson. To end the drought. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson.
Hey, if you're looking for a 3-point shootout, Johnson's ready to go. What an answer.
And Connaughton has it in the corner. A floater. Here's Mann. Rebound by the Wizards.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
The rebound by Champagnie. For Washington, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Here's Carrington. And again, Washington with the triple. Hornets trail by 5. Here's man. Pass to Sexton. Connaughton kicks to Sexton. They set the pick. Here is Plumlee with 1 on the clock. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Washington out in front. They lead by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
Yep, and you know what? He does the dirty work for him. That grit and grind type of work. Always hustling all the time.
Keyshawn George is out there with Alexander Song. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's McCollum. And it's Whitmore in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Pass to Kneppel. Here's Diabate. 5 on the clock. There's Ball with the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Ball's got the game tied up here for the Hornets. And one thing we love about the NBA, Clark, the different styles the teams play with. So how important is pace?
I think it's critically important, Kevin, because the game is meant to be played at a fast pace. 24-second shot clock, 8 seconds to get the ball across the half-court line. And some teams really step on the gas pedal and try to play extremely fast. Others want to massage the pace. So I like the fact that there are different approaches to pace for the teams in the NBA.
Pass to Diabate. Bridges for 3. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
That's what you want defensively. Force contested threes.
A 3 from George. Now here's Ball. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Assisted.
Ball's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
Middleton on the wing. He's covered by Ball. Middleton can't get it to go. Hornets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts. No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
George with the screen on Ball. McCollum. George passes to Sarr. Stolen by Ball. And a fast break now for the Hornets.
2 minutes. The third quarter. 2 minutes.
With the shot. And there's another one for the Hornets.
Boy, making it look very easy. Ball has been unguardable tonight.
Here's McCollum. Sarr sets the screen for Middleton. Hits it from 3-point range. Middleton's got his first 3 points of the game.
And from beyond the arc, he puts a stop to that 12-0 run by the Hornets.
Ball with a wide open look. Out to Miller. 3-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc. Miller's got the lead up to 7 now for Charlotte.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
McCollum against Ball. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by George. Charlotte has gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range here in quarter number 3. They set the pick. Ball with the bucket.
Defense must honor Ball's 3-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
Here's McCollum. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got his 4th rebound in this one. Ball kicks to Bridges. Picked by Bridges. Ball from long range. Rebound by the Wizards. Pass to Song. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Ball against Song. Back to Ball. Beyond the arc. It's deflected.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sar, has major defensive potential.
12 seconds left in the third. There's a good screen. Man passes to Sexton. Jacks up a 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth, they've got Colin Sexton. He's out there with Trey Mann. Pat Connaughton is out there with Plumlee. And it's Salon in at the power forward position. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
3 on the clock. Here's Connaughton. To the wing on the left. They get a hand on it and taken away by Johnson. And it's Carrington missing. Hornets leading by 8. Pass to Connaughton. Sexton on the wing. Defended by Carrington. Knocks down the 3 ball.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
The shot by Sexton, no good. Washington's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Johnson outside. There's the pick. Fires the 3. Does not go. Hornets leading by 8. Connaughton with it. Guarded now by Kispert. Now Sexton. Launches it. It's off. Now Johnson for 3. Can't get it to go.
Really hard to stay competitive when you're taking low percentage shots.
Here's Mann, defended by Carrington. From deep, Johnson rips down the board. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Washington. Knocks down the 3.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Sexton against Johnson. Sexton deciding where to go with it. And play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, I agree. And you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
Alexander Sauce, he's checked in for the Wizards. McCollum comes in for Carlton Carrington. Bridges a screen on McCollum. Ball. The 3 goes down.
Deadly in the pick and roll. LaMelo Ball can do anything out of that particular set. This time calling his own number.
Johnson outside. Takes the three. Knocks down the three.
Absolutely essential that they come right back and answer with that three of their own, and this gets the crowd energized.
Yeah, and the game as close as this one, every possession is critical. They've got to give as good as they get, and so far, that's been the case.
And ball gets double teamed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from outside. Now Sarr. And stolen by Miller. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And taken away by Johnson.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Here's McCollum. Fires. The putback. Ball with the rebound. No good from 3.
Hornets foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. So he comes up empty, missing both. So it's the Hornets picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance,
of talent, but also some inexperience.
Well, B.A., these teams are young. Yes, they are. But here's a chance for them both to get a little more seasoning and continue to develop their respective games.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Dimon at the 1 with Thomas at the 2. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Highsmith in at the power forward position.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Now here's Middleton. George outside. Fires it from 18. Kept alive.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
Middleton against Thomas. Porter with a screen on Middleton. Thomas passes to Porter. Launches it. Sarr pulls it in. Middleton outside. Down low. Washington moving the ball around. Sarr passes to George. Just 5 to shoot. George sets a screen. Pulls up. High post. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity from the mid-range. He can hit that.
And the Wizards last season with the worst record in the Eastern Conference. Grant second in losses only to Utah.
Yeah, B.A., the course is clear. Development and youth. The losses can be tough to stomach, but they do have some intriguing up-and-coming players.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And here's Thomas from the arc. Rebound by the Wizards. Here's Sarr. Kicks it out to Middleton. Pass to McCollum. Let's go with a 3. Washington again can't hit. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Porter from outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Porter's got 5 now.
And just a nice smooth stroke on that 3 from Porter Jr. He knows that shot very well.
Middleton outside. Pass to Sarr. The fader. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Great touch from the mid-range by Sarr. He's got to keep drilling it from this area.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Brian?
Thank you, Allie. Now here's McCollum. He's scoreless. Hands it from the wing.
Yeah, the craftiness of McCollum. Smooth in that mid-range area.
And it's Dimon missing. For Washington, they've gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. It's McCollum with a drive. Sarr. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Nets with the lead. Thomas outside to the inside. Claxton a screen on McCollum. Here's Thomas. And again, it's the Nets missing. Well, the Wizards shooting just 25% from the field in the first quarter. Middleton from the outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. There's McCollum with the 3. Highsmith grabs the board. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Porter with the steal. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Thomas for 3. Hits the trifecta.
You don't want Thomas to heat up from out there. This man is a microwave scorer.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
First personal foul. First team foul.
.16 seconds left to play in the first. George sets a screen. Here's McCollum. Kicks it out to Middleton. Fires the 3. 1 second left. Oh, And he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Nets leading by just 2. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
On the floor for Brooklyn, they've got Terrence Mann, also Zaire Williams out there. And it's Liddell in at the small forward position. Washington trailing. Pass to Coulibaly. Here's Champagny. Washington moving the ball around. Three-pointer, Kispert. They get it back. Outside Carrington. The 3 is up. It doesn't go for him. Outside, Williams. Sinks it from distance. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
RJ, looking back at the trade that sent Durant from the Nets to the Suns, what a deal for Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was 4 first-round picks and a swap from the Suns. Also, the Nets got Mikal Bridges, who they shipped to the Knicks for 5 more first-rounders. Now that's how you reboot a team.
Washington again can't hit. Brooklyn leading by 5. Now man. Outside, Williams. Sharp a screen on Coulibaly. To the left wing. Here's Liddell. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Here's Williams. Pass to Sharp. Now man. Three-pointer. And that one is stuffed right through.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Johnson with it. Now Sharp defending. Back to Coulibaly to end the run. Buries it from 3.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
To the paint. And here's Kispert from the arc. Sharp grabs the miss. Nets leading by 7.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
There's a minute 59 left in the first half. There's a screen. To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Clowney. Fires for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. We're seeing more and more teams playing 5 out now, RJ, with big men who can shoot from 3. Is that where the game's headed?
Those players are still hard to find, but I think more 7-footers will look to develop their long-distance shooting. It's becoming the new norm.
Brooklyn with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Mann. On the wing, Mann. 1:10 left to play in the first half. Outside Carrington. There's a screen by Johnson. Kispert with the ball. Guarded now by Williams.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
5 on the clock. Pass to Liddell. Shoots over Johnson. Here's Clowney. Lets it go from deep. And here is Williams. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Washington. Left side Carrington. Kispert outside. Got it off in time. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Brooklyn ending the quarter up 10. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, Michael Porter getting it done today.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
A new lineup here for Washington. We've got Cam Whitmore, Sarr out there with Keyshawn George. Then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Middleton in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Brian Keefe. Well, Grant, this is the third season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
From outside the arc, Sarr pulls it in. The Wizards trail by 7. McCollum taking his time here. Pass to Sarr. Kicks it to George. There's McCollum with the 3. And the Wizards with another 3.
You're defending the pick and roll. You have to stop the ball, especially when it's C.J. McCollum controlling it.
Middleton passes to McCollum. To the middle. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Thomas finds Claxton. Inside. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Yep, that one goes. Porter's got 7 points in the game.
Catch and release. Porter Jr. is so quick. Tough to close out on.
Here's McCollum. Pass to Whitmore. Beyond the arc. The rebound by the Nets. They've led by as much as 10. On the wing, Porter. Guarded by Sarr. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. The Wizards trail by 6. McCollum with it. He's got 5. On target from range. Give him 8.
With confidence and ability from long range, I love it. McCollum's able to space the floor and keep the defense honest.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Thomas passes to Porter. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. For Washington, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Sarr has the open look, gets some space, and parries the jumper. Sarr's got his second basket of the game.
If that jumper could become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
Claxton passes to Porter.
2 minutes.
Clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by George. The Wizards on offense. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. For 3, McCollum. Some solid defense from Claxton. Brooklyn's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Porter. We've got 1:28 left in the third. Again, Porter missing. Washington has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. A new lineup here for Washington. 1:16 left in the third. To the paint. Outside Koulibaly. To the inside. And stolen by Williams. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the game. The Nets have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. On the wing man, defended by Kispert. Outside man. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Here's Sharp. Out to the wing. Here's Liddell. Brooklyn, no good that time either. And it's Wizards ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Pass to Coulibaly. Outside Johnson. For the lead. Washington again can't hit. Here's Clowney. Outside man. For 3. Sharp. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 4.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Brooklyn, Terrence Mann is out there with Williams. Then there's Sharp, and it's Clowney in at the 4-man position.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Now here's Carrington, tightly guarded. Kispert outside. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. 4-3, knocks down the long J.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And Brooklyn again with a bucket. Wizards trail by 6. Kispert outside. Outside Coulibaly. There's the 3. Rebound Brooklyn. Sharp's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And there's the screen. Williams in the post. Johnson on him. Here's Clowney. 5 to shoot. From behind the arc. Williams misses. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Champagnie. Misses the 3.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Now here's Mann. Williams with the screen. He shoots. Oh, it doesn't go.
Well, the defense was fortunate. That was a good look from mid-range. He just was trash.
Kispert with the ball. Now Sharp defending. For 3. And he nails it.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Brooklyn leading by 3. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Oh, deflected. And they're pushing it up. Johnson fires. Oh, the shot is off.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Washington has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Carrington. He's guarded by Mann. With the shot. Oh, he missed the jumper. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. It's good from beyond the arc.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Kispert outside. Here's Johnson. On the break. Kispert on the wing. Now Coulibaly. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
Sharp a screen on Coulibaly. Here's the pass to Williams. Let's loose for 3. The Nets grab it. The Wizards shooting just around 26% for the game. From deep, knocks down the trifecta.
Oh, easy money. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively.
Brooklyn with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Sharp. Sharp, a screen on Johnson. Now Sharp. Here's Liddell. Shoots a three. Just 4 to shoot. He got a piece of it, and they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
So for Washington, Sars checked in for Champagny. Middleton comes in for Johnson, and it's McCollum in for Coulibaly.
Next back, 10 minutes. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And here's McCollum. Oh, missed on the tray. Middleton. Oh, the three doesn't go. And it's rejected. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win.
half-court offenses face off doors.
Here we go.
It is a chess match of strategy and execution. And I am here to say I love it.
Every possession becomes very calculated. You run set plays to create high-quality shots. You are, generally speaking, mismatch hunting.
So the Nets starting 5. Guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Just so smooth pulling up there off the dribble. Porter terrific at being unpredictable and knowing when to take that shot.
Now here's Ball. Out to Bridges. Charlotte moving the ball around. Miller outside. It's hauled in by Claxton. The 3 from Thomas. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, Cam Thomas is an enthusiastic three-point shooter. This guy will not hesitate.
There's Ball with the 3. Hands it from downtown.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Diabate. Outside, Ball. There's Miller with the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Upside, Thomas. Pass to Clowney. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Porter. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Hornets ball.
Now here's Ball. He started closely. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Pass to Clowney. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Here is Porter. Goes up on the high post. That shot no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Miller. And the Hornets miss again.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
Pass to Clowney. Thomas surveying the D. Thomas a screen on Connaughton. Porter against Connaughton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
And Porter drops them both. You know, Greg, you could argue the Nets kind of overachieved last season under first-year head coach Jordi Fernandez.
Yeah, only the 6th worst record last season. The defense was halfway decent, but they understand some patience is required in a rebuild.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Ball stolen. In transition, here come the Nets. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. .106 left to play in the first quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Igor Demon. That is his first foul of the game. 103 left in the first. To end the cold streak. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Miller against Thomas. Stolen by Ball. Launches the 3. Charlotte no good that time either.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Here's Clowney. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, makes you pay on those nearly every time.
I tell you, the ability to act quickly, to get your shot up as soon as you make the catch, that's beautifully done by Bridges.
Here's Demon. He's covered by Ball. And Thomas has it in the corner. Porter with the screen for Thomas. And stolen by Miller. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets lead by 5. After this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
We've got Josh Green. Sexton is out there with Trey Mann. Then it's Williams. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. And the Hornets making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. Pass to Liddell. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Mann. Plumlee with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
The shot by Sexton, no good. Nets leading by 8. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Williams for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
At the elbow, Sexton. From deep. And the Hornets miss again.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Well, Colin Sexton, Doris, provides a valuable scoring punch for this team.
Boy, you want to talk about a gritty defender and a guy who's willing to mix it up on both sides. There's some confidence and a toughness that you love with Colin Sexton.
Here's Green, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. And Plumlee kicks to Green. And the Hornets miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Man finds Sharp. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Highsmith. Pass to Liddell. Back to Sharp. Here's Highsmith.
2 minutes remaining.
Tries again.
2 minutes.
They get it back. The kick out to Williams. And another shot. Drives to the hoop. Sharp, the pass to Highsmith. Over Plumlee. Highsmith's shot is off. Hornets trail by 14. Pass to Plumlee. They kick it out to Green. And just miss after miss right now. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Liddell. A putback. And Sharp has it in the corner. Here's Mann. Bangs home the trifecta. Mann's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Plumlee attacking. Here's Green. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of play.
Pass to Sharp. Plumlee with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Sexton for 3. Drills it from outside.
That unpredictability helps Colin Sexton. He keeps defenders off balance. You don't know what this guy's going to do.
Over in the corner, Williams. And the Nets, another three.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here's Sexton, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. 26 seconds left now here in the second. Over to the wing, 6 to shoot. Charlotte no good that time either. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 15-5 run here. There's Thomas with the three. And again, it's Brooklyn with the three.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And so it's Brooklyn with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through two quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Starting off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's foul. Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Demon. And it's Clowney in at the power forward. Here's Demon. Scoreless thus far. No one covered. And the Nets lead by 16. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level, but you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
It's Porter outside. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Ball no good. And a wide open look for Porter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Porter's got 11.
And such a sharp shooter from outside the arc. Porter just superb at knowing when to fire from deep.
Connaughton with it. Now guarded by Porter. And looks like the illegal hit was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Outside Thomas. Outside Porter. Pass to Clowney. Stolen by Ball. Miller outside. Now Connaughton. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Out to Miller. 5 to shoot. Back to Ball. Diabate. Miller outside to the left wing. Ball with a wide open look. Lets the three fly. And again, the Hornets missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now, here's Porter. Outside for Thomas. And a miss there on the triple. Hornets trail by 19. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Miles Bridges up in the air above the rim. That is a show. Look out below.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. It's important to focus on what matters. All-star and multiple champion Draymond Green said winning has taken a back seat nowadays with a lot of these kids. They care about all the wrong things. I hope they understand that this league is about winning games at the end of the day. Guys, back to you.
It's all about results. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Ball with the bucket.
How about LaMelo getting quickly to that floater game?
Nets leading by 20. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Charlotte's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Driving to the basket. Miller with a wide open look. Off target with his three.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Porter with it. Bridges covering. Porter looking it over. Here's Clowney. Oh, good on the triple. Hornets trail by 20. There's Ball with the three. Trains the three-pointer. Ball's got 13 points.
When LaMelo entered the league, his three-point shot was a little bit of a mystery, but boy, we can put that to rest. This young man can shoot it.
Now, here's Porter. He's got 13. Outside for Thomas. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. 23 seconds left in the third. On the wing, Williams. Defended by Sexton. 4 on the clock. Here's Mann. Offensive rebound. It's not going to go for him. Goes up on the wing. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's Michael Porter making things happen for Brooklyn. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Josh Green is out there with Grant Williams. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then it's Trey Mann. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Mann can hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Poked away. From deep three-point land. And the Nets, another three. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And another theme in this game to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Here's Mann after the basket by Charlotte.
Corralling defensive rebounds, such a critical aspect of your defense. Nice work.
Sexton up top, defended by Sharp. Yep, that one goes in there.
This guy has got a variety of scoring moves. Colin Sexton keeps the opposition guessing.
Sharp with this screen on Green. Here's Waddell. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity. Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep if you leave him that open. My goodness.
Mann with it. Now Green defending. Here's Waddell. Williams fires. From outside. Here's Highsmith. Shot clock at 6. Sharp with a screen on Sexton. Here's Highsmith. He's guarded by Williams. Jacks up a 3. Shot's good by Williams. And the Nets lead by 21.
their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end. Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
They set the pick. Here's Heisman. He started by Williams. Back to Williams. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. 1:49 left in the fourth. The shot by Sexton, no good.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 1:40 left here in the fourth quarter. Yeah, that goes in.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Nets leading by 17. Miller with the double team. Here's Heisman. Defended by Bridges. Claxton sets the screen for Porter. And the three ball is good.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Michael Porter.
What a groove for him this evening. Just stand aside and let the man work.
Now here's Thomas. Sinks the triple.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. The kick out to Ball. Sinks the three-pointer.
You talk about high-quality shot. A paint touch to a kick out. This is the modern NBA.
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players
presentation. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. And now the Washington Wizards starters. They've got Chris Middleton, Carlton Carrington out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Alexander Sarr, and it's George in at the power forward position. Now here's Ball with the drive. Miller on the wing. Both of these teams could use a win, Legs. They've been in a rut.
Well, no doubt victories lately hard to come by for both teams, and so there is no excuse for a lack of effort tonight. Both of these teams looking at this as a great opportunity to reverse this momentum.
Desperately needed here.
Absolutely.
Now here's Bridges. Pass the ball. Launches a three. It's rebounded by George.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Back to Carrington. Middleton outside. And here's Sarr. George outside. This one for three. And the three-pointer goes.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Diabate. No good with the triple.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Stolen by Bridges. Three-pointer. Rebound by Middleton. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And Tim, you played your longest stretch with this Washington franchise. How hungry are these fans for sustained success?
Yeah, there's been some lean years and unfortunately only one banner going back to 1978. They are committed to a rebuild in hopes of better times ahead.
Pass to Knippel. Drops in the three.
Another great pro from my alma mater, Conker Nipple, making a name for himself. I mean, this guy has a fantastic J.
From deep, Sarr. Washington again can't hit. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Ball. The rebound by the Wizards.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Now here's McCollum. Left side Carrington. 6 to shoot. Takes it inside. George for three. Miller pulls it in. The Hornets with a lead. Ball surveys the floor. Pass to Knippel. There's the triple. They get it again. The kick out to Ball. The three-pointer off the mark. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Wizards. Sarr a screen. Takes a three. And C.J. McCollum good for three.
With confidence and ability from long range, I love it. McCollum's able to space the floor and keep the defense honest.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to George. The three. Hornets with the rebound. Miller's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Diabate. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Ball with it. Charlotte, no good that time either.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Now here's Carrington. They lead by 1. Three-pointer is up. Middleton counted from distance.
Yeah, as good as anyone on the catch and shoot. Middleton deposits another J.
Pass to Miller, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by McCollum.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Shot from the top of the key. Charlotte, no good that time either.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the step-back jumper is good. McCollum's got 5.
Yeah, the craftiness of McCollum. Smooth in that mid-range area.
Over to the left wing. Here's Diabate. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. And so it's Washington leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Defense is setting. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Wizards.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist number.
So on the floor for the Wizards, they've got Johnson. Marvin Bagley is out there with Corey Kispert, and it's Branham in at the point. Pass to Kispert, jacks up a three, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Sexton goes in. Now man fires from deep. Gets the three to fall. Man's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And there's the drive. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Pass to Kispert. They set the pick. Fires the three. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Back to Sexton. From deep. And it's Bagley with the rebound. Washington leading by 9. Pass to Kispert. Bagley, a screen on Connaughton. Shoots from the baseline. Oh, the shot no good by Kispert. For Charlotte, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Here's Salone. On the wing man. Goes up from the top of the key. Offensive board. Plumlee passes to Connaughton. Now here's Sexton. Shoots over Johnson. Sexton misses. Washington's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. And it's stolen by Plumlee. On the break. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA has style. Commissioner Adam Silver said, this is a unique league. It's also a lifestyle brand. There's a strong association with music, fashion, culture, and also art. And the way to grow the sport is to appeal beyond those who are hardcore basketball fans. That's where our success has come. Brian, back to you.
Yeah, but we sure love those die-hard fans. Thank you, Allie. Outside Sexton. Pass to Salon. On the wing man. From the arc. Drains the triple. Man's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Sexton comes with a double team. Outside Bagley. Kispert outside. Bagley, a screen on Connaughton. Three-pointer, Kispert. Pass to Branham. Here's the three. The kick out to Johnson. Three-pointer, Kispert. Plumlee pulls down the board. Hornets trail by 6. Plumlee, a screen on Johnson. Here's Man. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Man's got 8 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you. Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
For 3, Sexton. No good there. Washington leading by 7. Johnson for 3. Plumlee pulls down the board. For Charlotte, they've gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. The 3 from Sexton. Rebound Washington.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Johnson passes to Branham. From deep three-point land. Plumlee pulls down the board.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
The 3 from Sexton. Lays out. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. Here's Venom. Good if it goes. And at the buzzer, count it.
Just textbook. Kept his cool and waited for his shot.
That's just great awareness. One eye on the clock, one eye on the hoop.
And so it's the Washington Wizards, ending the quarter up 10. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shots. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Trey Mann with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Knipple and Miller on the wings. Then it's Ball. Then it's Miles Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the 5, down low. So that's who Charles Lee starts in the second half. Washington leading by 10. Outside Carrington. Pass to Sarr. The 3 ball. Nails it from 3. Sarr's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, BA, you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make 3s. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards. They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul of the game. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Sarr. Washington moving the ball around. McCollum outside. Over Ball. And again, it's Washington converting.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
And the last few seasons, Legs, C.J. McCollum playing mainly point guard for his career, mostly at the 2.
Yeah, listen, he can play either, certainly can be a lead guard when he needs to be, but shooting and scoring off the dribble is really his bread and butter, and he can get to it from any angle, any platform, in any situation.
Great player regardless.
Absolutely.
Pure from 3-point range.
And defenses can forget how good of a passer McCollum is.
And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Wizards leading by 16. George for 3. Up top, McCollum. Pass to Sarr. Outside Carrington. Clock is at 3. From downtown, Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Ball. Deflected.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
Here's Carrington. Out left to the wing. Sarr finds Middleton. From outside, off the mark. Hornets trail by 16. Bridges passes to Miller. Offensive rebound. Takes the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Miller's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
2 points. That one goes. Charlotte has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Ball no good.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Gets the 3 ball to go. Middleton's got 9.
Now, if you're the defense, you can't allow Middleton to heat up out there. I mean, he can be so efficient from long range.
And Ball gets it to go.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
McCollum, pass to Middleton. And here's Carrington. There's a screen. Pass to Sarr. Cuts off the pass. Now the Hornets moving it up. Here's Miller. It's rebounded by Washington. McCollum outside. Over Knipple. Kicks it out to Middleton. Here's Carrington. Clock at 4. The 3 is up. The rebound by Bridges. Pulls up. Knipple, no good.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
Sarr with a screen on Miller. Here's Middleton. For 3, George. No luck on that one. Here's Diabate. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Washington Wizards. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court right now for the Wizards, they've got Marvin Bagley, Corey Kispert out there with Johnson. And it's Gill in at the 4 spot. And here's Kispert from the arc. And again, Washington with a triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
A nice little J from Sexton. When he's feeling it, he has a good touch on those shots.
And the basket by Branham.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Branham passes to Gill. They get the rebound. Outside Johnson. Washington moving the ball around. Sinks the tray. Johnson's got 6 here in the quarter.
A big part of why Johnson went in the top 10, Trey's three-point shooting. I mean, he was NBA ready from day 1.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Here's Branham. He's guarded by man. Hits a three-pointer.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let him get that good of a look.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen. Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Here's Branham. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, Legs, when it comes to rim protection, other than Victor Wembanyama, who's at the top of your list?
Well, certainly his fellow countryman Rudy Gobert would be up there, but I also like guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Evan Mobley because I like guys who combine shot blocking with mobility on the perimeter.
Such an influx of great talent with size in the NBA right now.
Great list of young guys who can do both.
He was all alone on that one.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Here's Ball. Got it. Ball's got 11 in the second half.
What a gentle shot by Ball. Not overpowering with his release.
To the wing on the left.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Branham.
2 minutes.
Kispert outside. The 3. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every 3 he takes now is going in.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
Here's Branham. Pass to Johnson. Here's the 3. The rebound by Bridges. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Wizards.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Corey Kispert.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
For three, McCollum. And the Wizards with another three.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Drills it from deep.
You know, when everything's clicking, ball can steal the show, and we're seeing it right here.
Out to McCollum. Let's go with a three. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's too little, too late at this point, but at least they have something to build on going forward.
Shot's good by McCollum.
Off the pass, McCollum can be instantaneous. He doesn't think, he just shoots.
Here's Knipple. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked.
struggling, RJ. Neither is playing great basketball right now.
Oh, no, they're not. But this is an upside. Somebody is going to come out on top tonight, and that could bring some confidence because, boy, we know they need it.
And now Washington's starting group. George is out there with Song. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's McCollum. And it's Carrington in a two-guard. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Highsmith. Just 5 on the clock. Porter in the corner. From 17 feet out. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That mid-range distance, not a problem for Porter Jr. Such a smooth release.
And here's McCollum for 3. Sarr with it. Now Thomas defending. Here's Carrington. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Porter. Now Claxton. Here's Highsmith. Outside Thomas. Kept alive. Claxton. It's deflected. Stolen by McCollum. Sarr with a screen on Thomas. McCollum passes to Sarr. George with no one around. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And we hear a lot about 6'11" Nick Claxton's effect on defense. RJ, what's your opinion?
Well, it's not just his rim protection, but he can pop out and affect shots in the mid-range. He guards multiple positions well, and his defensive versatility, oh, that's not easy to come by.
For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Middleton on the wing. Back to McCollum. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton finds Thomas. Drills the three-pointer.
And it's big for Thomas's confidence when he's knocking that down. Keep shooting, young man.
Sarr sets the screen for McCollum. Sarr with the screen on Claxton. McCollum, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Inside. Back to Thomas for the 3. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. Pass to Carrington. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Thomas, no good. Washington's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Pass to Song. Middleton with a screen for Song. A 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And a wide open look for Porter. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Outside, Porter. Pass to Thomas. Porter with the screen for Thomas. And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Middleton finds Carrington. McCollum outside and stolen by Thomas. 3-on-3. Porter looking it over. Pass to Demon. Here's Highsmith. Here's Thomas. Defended by Carrington. Clock at 4. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Washington trailing. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. For three, Middleton, good on the triple.
And that's his game. Middleton knows he's out there to shoot the rock whenever he gets a good look.
It's the Demon. Outside Thomas. Back to Porter. Thomas sets a screen for Porter. It'll count. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Wizards. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Wizards?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
We've got Terrence Mann. Also Williams out there. And it's Liddell in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Venom, the pass to Kispert. In transition, here come the Nets. Out to the wing. Now, Mann, pass to Liddell. Clock is at 3. Launches it. Williams can't get it to go. Washington's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And stolen by Williams. Fast break, here they come. The tray. Bagley with the rebound. Here's Branham, defended by Mann. Johnson, wide open, he fires. The three-pointer is right on target. Johnson's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Liddell. Here's Clowney. 6 on the shot clock. There's the pick. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. The kick out to Williams. Stolen by Kispert. And here's Johnson outside. They grab their own miss. It's up a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Branham's got the lead up to 5 now for the Wizards. So RJ, last season, the Nets making a pair of in-season trades to add future assets.
Dealing Dorian Finney-Smith to the Lakers, Dennis Schroeder to the Golden State Warriors. Brooklyn got back a bunch of second-round picks. Smart moves as they continue to build.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for Brooklyn. The 3 connects from three-point range. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside, Bagley. Here's Branham. And Zaire Williams picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Here's Branham. No good on the 3. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Back to Williams. Pass to Clowney. There's a screen. Clock at 6. Liddell's shot is off. Wizards have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Kispert, wide open, he fires. Good on the three-point shot. Kispert's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Releases. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Williams for 3, and they call over the back here. Too much contact.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Yeah, it's one thing to be aggressive hot shot. It's another thing to get reckless. He's got to stay under control.
Outside Williams. To the paint. Picked off in midair.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
And it's Kispert in the corner. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
From deep, Williams drops in the tray. Williams has got 6 here in this quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Stolen by Kispert. Three-pointer Bagley. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Washington Wizards heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And we'll be right back after this.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Wow, you look at Corey Kispert. What a contribution.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
So the Wizards 5 right now. Carlton Carrington is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Alexander Sarr. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's George in the power forward.
And such a sharpshooter from outside the arc. Porter just superb at knowing when to fire from deep.
It's McCollum with the drive. Sarr finds Middleton. Here's Carrington. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could be without some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. 5 to shoot. Here's Middleton, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Middleton's got 5 now.
Slippery play by Middleton. Comes off the pick and goes on the offensive.
And it's Demon missing. Washington leading now by 5. And the big fella Alex Sarr showing promise. Greg, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game, and has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
So it's the Wizards now, following the 3-pointer by Brook. For 3, Middleton. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Thomas. Again, the Nets for 2.
Dangerous in the mid-range. Thomas isn't uncomfortable with that shot.
Middleton with a screen from McCollum. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's 1:59 left to play in the 3rd. For the lead, Porter in the corner. And the Nets, another 3.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Pass to Carrington. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Carrington's got 6 here in this quarter.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
That was an emphatic answer by Porter Jr., looking to dominate him from beyond.
One-on-one here. It's Thomas outside. And again, it's Brooklyn with a three.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chances on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
Middleton inside the three-point line. Another one falls for Washington. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
But let's see how they play the clock.
Over in the corner, Claxton. Here's Demon. He's guarded by McCollum. 6 to shoot. Pass to Highsmith. And here's Porter. Whoops, there's a 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets.
On the floor.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the third. Johnson outside. Here's the screen. Misses the three. Outside Williams. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And stolen by Sharp. And so it's Michael Porter making things happen for Brooklyn. And it was from three-point range. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Williams. Also, Terrence Mann is out there. And it's Sharp in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Pass to Clowney. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Wizards trail by 4. For 3, Kispert. Rebounded by the Nets. Clowney's got his 4th rebound in this one. They set the screen. Nailed from three-point land. Clowney's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Nets. Johnson the screen. Pass to Bagley. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Champagnie. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's Mann. Tries the spin move. Driving inside. Down low. Stolen by Kispert. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. Champagnie passes to Kispert. Pass to Champagnie. And it's Kispert in the corner. They get it again. Nets leading by 7. Here's Williams. And taken away by Johnson. Here's Champagnie. He's guarded by Williams. Johnson inside. And here's Kispert from the arc. It's good from long range.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And he drives in. Now Sharp. Mann with it. Shot clock at 6. Williams fires. The 3 is off. Wizards trail by 4. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Fires away from outside. Doesn't get that one.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Beyond the arc. And it's off. Washington's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Another missed 3, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Puts up a 3. Cleared away by Bagley. Wizards have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. There's the screen. Here's Venom. It's good.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Williams inside. Johnson on him. To take the lead. Buries the deep ball. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
In matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Johnson rips down the board. Here's Washington. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. He's off from 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Williams outside. And here we go. Washington fast break. Let's lose a 3. No good there. And the Nets with possession here. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trey Johnson. That's his first foul. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Thomas. Here's Porter. Shot clock at 5. And the 3 misses.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble a game.
Now Carrington. Now Zorn. And he commits the intentional foul.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
And so it's Washington who's straight by with the win. They seem to relish their role as the
basketball on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward position. Clark, we've become accustomed to fast-paced, up-and-down games in the NBA. But this one should be a little bit different.
Yeah, I think half-court execution will be the premium in this one, the strength for both of these teams. They'll slow it down, grind it out. This would be a physical, tactical battle.
Stolen by Miller. Ooh, a good look from Bridges. A quick shot there. It's off target. Brooklyn with the ball. It's a three-point game. Pass to Thomas. Beyond the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
There's the triple. Charlotte again missing. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Now Porter, the 3 ball. He buries it from 3. Porter's got 6.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And one unfortunate distinction for the Hornets. Clark, the only NBA team to never win their division.
And to add to that, the second lowest number of playoff appearances after the Pelicans. And, you know, BA, with no immediate postseason prospects, Charlotte fans have to understand this is going to be a process that takes some time.
All no good. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
And Ball throws it down.
Hey, this mix of agility, instinct, athleticism, Ball able to drive right in for the big throwdown.
Pass to Thomas. Takes a 3. It's Thomas on the wing. Sends it home from three-point land. 10 points for him.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Thomas misses. Hornets trail by 12. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Jordy Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Coach told me, quote, our success defensively in this one hinges on how we guard LaMelo Ball. He continued, not only is Ball a 3-level scorer, he's a top-tier passer with excellent court vision. And we've got to do our best to make him uncomfortable out there. EA, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Ball no good.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Thomas against Ball. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Charlotte has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Miller can't get it to go.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Looking at the young forward, Brandon Miller. Just how high is this kid's ceiling, Clark?
Yeah, I think he's got all-star potential. I mean, he's a multifaceted scorer, a really solid rebounder at the wing position, and a good passer, just a good all-around player who I think is only going to get better and better as time goes on.
Porter gets the bucket.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
There's Ball with a 3. He drops it from range. Ball's got 7.
Defense must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
Pass to Porter. From the top of the key, he buries it. He's got 11.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Ball. He's covered closely. Just 5 on the clock. This one for 3. That one no good. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Zaire Williams out there with Terrence Mann. Then they're Sharp, and it's Liddell in at the small forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Green, top of the key. He can't get it to go.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Hornets trail by 11. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big Three era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
Now here's Green. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Williams. Three-pointer. Sharp grabs the miss.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Highsmith. And here's Sharp. Sharp, a screen on Green. The kick out to Williams. Connects from downtown. Williams has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
A full line change here for Brooklyn. Knocks down the triple. And the Nets lead by 17.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
LaMelo working inside.
And LaMelo saw the defense and went right to the floater. That's a heads-up play.
Here's Clowney. Three-pointer, no good. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. A lot of conversation in the NBA about expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver said there are clearly markets out there that are very interested and will run through a process. I'm looking forward to it. There's an enormous amount of interest out there. It's on the league to look at it holistically. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Ball no good. Nets leading by 18. Outside Porter. Claxton with it. Guarded now by Ball. And here's Porter outside. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds in the game. Looking to end this cold spell. And Ball with the layup. Ball's got 11 points. And Clark, whether we're comparing players or voting for the annual awards, defense is a factor that is often undervalued.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I mean, we love to see people score in a variety of ways. We like to see that offensive skill set on display. But, you know, defensive stats are critically important, but not as easy to identify and count. But yet, and still, it's half the game, so you can't overlook it.
Here's Dimon. No points yet. Outside for Porter. From behind the arc. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
And Porter Jr. feels like he can drain just about any shot, including these corner 3 balls.
Ball with another miss.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And there's the lob.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Here's Ball. And the layup falls. He's got 13.
Boy, that's a nice effort from Ball in the paint that time, working hard to find a way to get that shot off.
Dimon. Pass to Claxton. Down low. There's 38 seconds left to play in the half. Hornets trail by 19. It's Miller with a drive. There's Ball with a 3. Ball with another miss.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys. For any team coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Now here's Thomas. 14 points for him. And here's Porter outside. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got his 6th rebound on the night. From deep. And that's not gonna go. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Get ready for the fast half-court shot drop. They're measuring up the shot.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Here's who Charles Lee is starting in the second half. Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. Hall and Miller at the 1 and the 2. And it's Connaughton in at the 3. Here's Clowney. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Porter's shot is off. The Hornets shooting a low 26% from the field. Well, Grant, last season, the Nets retired number 15, the jersey of Vince Carter.
Yeah, half man, half amazing. In his half-decade in New Jersey, making 3 All-Star teams, 2 as a starter, and joins his former teammate Jason Kidd amidst the 7 jerseys we see hanging above us.
Here's Thomas. After the basket by Charlotte. Brooklyn, no good that time either. On the break. And he goes in for the dunk.
Stick-to-itiveness, Brandon Miller. That's impressive.
Sharp, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Well, Grant, a wrist injury hampered Brandon Miller in year 2. Good to have him back in action, though.
Yeah, the number 2 pick in 2023. I mean, the future is still bright for Miller. And he'll have every opportunity to fulfill his immense potential.
Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And Brooklyn with possession here after the basket by Charlotte. Connaughton with the ball. Now Porter defending. Here's Ball. Sharp grabs the miss.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Clowney. 5 points in the game. Here's Thomas for 3. The Hornets pull it in. Plumlee's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Connaughton. And the jumper from the wing offline. Nets leading by 16. Thomas outside. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Plumlee's got 11 rebounds in the game. Back to Bridges. Banked it in off the glass.
Bridges, in some ways, to me, is a throwback player. He's a 6'6" forward and does a little bit of banging down low. Actually, a lot of banging down low.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Here's Dimon. After the basket by Charlotte. Lets it go from deep. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Ball way outside. Fires in the triple. Ball's got 18 points in the game.
Well, I love the feel Ball has when he should pull up or pass or whatever decision he has to make. His pace is outstanding.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, BA. Well, a lot of French players are coming into the league, and Rudy Gobert said it's amazing. The first ones, like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw, they paved the way. Now, French kids aren't scared to dream about the NBA. They have role models that they can look up to and try to follow. Back to you guys.
Merci. Allie, thanks for the report. Nets leading by 13. Launches a three. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Pass to Liddell. Now here's Williams. Guarded by Miller. Here's Liddell. Back to Williams. From deep. Knocks down the triple. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Ball. 18 points for him. The three is up. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Brooklyn up 14 as we wrap up. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. Terrence Mann is out there with Williams, and it's Wolf in at center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And Brooklyn with possession here after the basket by Charlotte. Right side, Williams. Here's Mann. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Plumlee's got rebound number 15 here tonight. And he makes it.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Nets leading by 10. Here's Highsmith. Over Bridges. No good off the glass. For three. Offensive rebound. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. And stolen by Williams. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Here's Ball. Again, Charlotte.
He'll do that for you, too. Ball can go mid-range if he needs to.
From the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. For Brooklyn, they've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Pass to Highsmith. Out to the right wing. From outside the arc. To the right side. Fires from deep. Liddell, no good.
He was wide open. That missed clearly on him.
Miller finds Plumlee. There's Ball with a three. Deep range. LaMelo. What focus.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
He launches. Cash from downtown.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now here's Ball. Ooh, it misses. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball.
You can just see the promise Ball has. It's oozing out of him. Already a triple-double threat, and he rebounds it so well in this position. Man, the future's really bright for this young man.
Brooklyn making some changes, and so Ball nails both of them.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Driving in.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Now here's Porter. And the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on that blocked shot, but also got the body. So some free throws coming up right now. Brooklyn making a switch here. Williams is checked in, and he sinks the second. And he makes all three. Hornets trail by 14. Brandon Miller. Oh, Claxton with a rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now here's Ball. And the three misses. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter here. Thompson outside. Fires the three. And misses.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Nets.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And no question this was a team effort. But you have to love how big a night this was for Cam Thomas.
He was just everywhere for them on both ends, really, just showing a lot of aggressiveness and intensity.
Rebounded by Porter. Don't do anything silly, just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Ball with it. So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared